Good afternoon, everybody. It's a pleasure to talk here. I have to share that this is my first year here at this initiative, and just to humor all of you, this is how I found out. My superintendent's secretary came into my office one day and said, "Congratulations, you're going to Yale." I'm like, really? Then I realized that it's almost 6 hours flight and 2 hours ride on a bus. So when our fellow Shelvina Knight saw me and said, "Oh, I heard we're going together to Yale," I said, "Is that a good thing?" And she looked at me kind of quizzically. So now I know it is a great thing. That question was answered for me. I've been listening, and I've been immersed in conversations with many people, teachers and administrators, and I was impressed with many, many things. One of the first things that I was impressed was the culture of collegiality. And I realized that as teachers, we need to be seen as professionals, right? I belong to the tribe of teachers, even though I'm an administrator. I've taught for 22 years before becoming an administrator. And so I understand that we're not always seen as professionals. Well, this opportunity gives us a way to network, to collaborate with each other. Shelvina told me she keeps in touch all year long digitally with her friends from Yale, and she's thinking about things that she learned there. Also, this clearly promotes agency among teachers and helps them to participate in instructional decision-making. It develops them as leaders while they are not leaving the classroom. And what I was also thinking about, it's not just our struggling teachers that leave the classroom. Sometimes it's our best teachers who leave the classroom, become administrators in the best case scenario. In the worst case scenario, they become computer programmers in the Bay Area, right? We're talented a lot, right? We have more education than most professions. And something Val said yesterday in our leadership capacity breakout session, she shared that after finishing national board, she thought to herself, what am I going to do with myself now? And then she had this opportunity to join Yale Initiative, and she thought to herself, oh, that's what it means to be an intellectual again, not repeating the same thing over and over again. After teaching for 22 years, I achieved national board twice myself, and I completely understood what she meant. You burn out, right? And you don't know what else you can do and how else you can grow. And this is clearly an opportunity to grow, and such an exciting opportunity to grow. So that was another takeaway for me. So now, as an administrator, putting my administrator's hat on, I'm thinking, okay, this is a great experience for Shelvina, but she's just one teacher among many of our teachers. We're a small district, but mighty district. Yes, we're a majority minority district. We have 25% English learners who are primarily from Yemen. And we're doing some wonderful things already. Last year, we made the greatest progress amongst special education students in the county. And this year, I don't know if you know this yet, but we made the greatest progress in English language arts as a district in the county. Now, for our majority district, it's a big accomplishment, right? Because we don't have a lot of resources that other districts have. So this is a huge resource, and I keep hearing how people can look at the units and how they can collaborate with each other, and how that helps them to become better professionals and better teachers. But I'm thinking, how do we scale up this? How do we systematize this, right? How do we recruit teachers? Listening about local institutes, I'm thinking, okay, who can I collaborate with? Maybe Berkeley and Oakland, because we're too small for one local institute. We could probably join our forces and have a local institute. So these are some of my takeaways. I found it an incredible experience. It was so gratifying to be with all of you and to see all this enthusiasm and to be so reinvigorated. And thank you all.